Hi friends, and welcome back to Lily's reading. Today we're going to do a love reading for all the water zodiac signs. For those of you who don't know who the water zodiac signs are, the Cancer, Pisces, and the Scorpio, okay? Just so you guys know, this is going to be Cancer, this will be Pisces, this will be Scorpio. So if one is yours and you need to fast forward, just fast forward. I'll never know and I will never judge you, all right? So just so you know, also what I'm using in the back is the Romance Angel Oracle deck. In front of that, I'm using the Hidden Truth. It's a message maybe your person needs to tell you. And then here in the front, I am using the Angel Tarot. That is going to be your person's energy. Then the pink here is the pink tarot. We're going to be using the Tarot of the Gentle Dawn is what I'm using as in your energy. And then I'm going to be clarifying using, and you can't see this one, I'm going to be clarifying using the Light Seers Tarot deck, all right? So the way that I read everything intuitively. So for me, it's more important that I have a lot of pictures on the table because that's how I am able to give you your message. And I hope that these messages find you well, find you in your time that you need to hear them. All right, so let's jump into the Cancer. For Cancer, you have past life as your oracle, and you have known each other before. So I feel like there's someone that you're talking to, someone that you've come across, someone that you know, maybe someone that you can't stop thinking about, and you're trying to figure out, like, how do you guys connect? And the oracle deck is telling you that, this is someone that you've known in your past life. Could have been a lover, could have been your best friend. It's just past life. People, they change every time they come into a different life as they're reborn again. So I feel like this is a relationship that are obviously, it says here in the top, it says past life relationship. So this is someone who actually has been with you in your last past life. And that's the same, right? Relationships, I always say, could be a friendship, could be a relationship as in family, could be, it doesn't matter. It's someone from your past life that you have known. All right, so the message that you have here is, I remember every detail of that day, and I feel you leaving me behind. So there's something going on between you and your person. Maybe you guys have split up. Maybe even if you guys are together, maybe your person is having such a feeling of, like you're shutting down, or there's something that you're going through that is making your person feel some type of way. Now, when I see these three cards, you have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the Justice, and then you have the 2 of Wands. For me, you have Earth, Air, and you have Fire in here. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then the Fire is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, your person, I feel like, honestly, I feel like this could be a third-party situation. If it's not, I'll try to find I'll try to reverse it and find like other energy out of this. I feel like it's a third party situation because your person has a family. I always look at this as the family card, but I look at it also as an abundance. So your person could also have like a really good job. They could have their own home, like they could have good health, but your person, I feel like, when they were with you, that was part of their abundance too. Like they found you to be their everything of what they needed. I feel like justice is being served to them. I feel like things are starting to balance out. Like things are starting to, the energy is starting to pick up to be what it's supposed to be in their life. And the reason why I say this person could have a family is because they could be going through some legal matters where it is that justice right there. But I also feel like with the 2 of Wands, I've always been told like it's a person who's standing between 2 wands and he has the world in his hand, and it's like he's ready to discover something. He's ready to go and set out and do something, or find something that is going to pique his curiosity or his interest. So I feel like if your person is going through a divorce with his family, I feel like now ties are being cut and he's able to move forward. So if this message doesn't find you now, or your person, you're like, well, you know what, he's in a third party situation, and you know, like he's with someone and whatnot, I feel like this could also be a future reading, as in this is going to happen too as well. So if it doesn't make sense now, it will make sense to you, I promise you, in the near future. So here is someone who, and this is your person's energy, right? He's getting ready to discover something. He's getting ready to set forth. It's like he's determined to do something, but he's also turned the left way. So I feel like whatever he's getting ready to discover, or what he's determined to do, is something in his past. He's going back to something in his past. All right, so here we have is your energy. I feel like with your energy, you are the Emperor. Emperor is someone who's a leader, someone who's in total control. It's not in reverse, so it's not like you're losing yourself. And as a matter of fact, I feel like you're moving forward in your life, and you could be moving forward with work. You could be moving forward with stability. You could be moving forward with whatever it is. It's like you're a planner, right? So you're thinking, and whatever you think is pretty much what you are manifesting, because that is what you're good at. And here you are with the, you know, the Queen of Wands is actually, it's a good catch, right? The Queen of Wands is someone who is heartless. I don't know if I'm actually saying that the right way. Not cold is what I mean. I don't know. My brain is not functioning today. But someone who is full of love, someone who is full of passion, and she's stable. You know, she's ready to give love, and she is in control of the type of love that she is picking, you know, for herself and for her family. So I feel like, with that being said, you're kind of like in the, it feels like a feminine type of energy, even though there is the King of Wands here. I feel like, oh, Spirit just said, and this might not be for all of you, because we're looking at male and feminine energy. So I feel like Spirit said that you have been in the male energy for far too long. So now it's time for you to start stepping into your feminine energy. So if you have been, I feel like, you know, stereotyping over here right now, right? But if you have been hardworking, or you have been doing the grunt work, or, you know, women can do it too, but it's always been said that, you know, it's like the male type of thing to do. Or you just putting your, you know, that male energy of yours, and establishing boundaries and learning how to say no. I feel like it's time to step into that feminine energy, where it's okay to get pretty. It's okay to love again. It's okay to feel. It's okay to, you know, get creative. And I feel like you need to step into that type of energy if you haven't. All right. So for others, I feel like you're already there. You've done all the work, but you also know how to, it's like, it's almost like you know how to play with both energies. You know how to bring in the masculine when you need it, and you know how to bring in the feminine when you need it. So you're pretty much stable is what I feel. So let's clarify this and see where we go from here. The spirit guides and angels, what is, actually give us more, please. I'm going to get more, and then I will get your advice that Spirit is giving to you. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, you're going through something new. The both of you are going through something new, because the Queen of Pentacles is like, we are older now. We're wiser. We've been through a lot. We're still loyal. We're still, you know, I feel like she's also side hustling to keep her money and learning how to manage her money. I feel like she's also, you know, could be talking to, you know, you as a person, you could be talking to someone and getting some advice so they can tell you which way to turn. But I feel like a lot of your circles are now starting to close, and you're starting to come into something that is new. You are both raising your vibration. You both have been sitting in, I feel like you've both been sitting, you know, at the bottom of the stairs for a little bit, and you're just kind of like chilling out, and, you know, you're just like, not that you're asking, what am I doing here? It's like you've come to learn, is what I feel. And now you have just graduated. I don't know. There's something about the energy right now where now it's like we're having so much fun in what we're doing. And now it's time for us to elevate more. So it's time for you to stand up and to start climbing your ladder, is what I feel, because you have new things that are coming your way as much as your person has it too. I feel like you guys are both stepping into something new, which will end up, like, if you guys are separate, it will end up bringing you guys back together, because it's something new that brings you guys back together, is what this feels. And I know I usually ask for advice, but this is supposed to be more to the story, so I guess this is technically more to this story to give to you. But spirit guides and angels, what is the advice that you give to our Cancer? All our lovely Cancer signs, what is the advice that you are giving to them? Oh, I also just heard right now, I feel like a lot of you will be getting a phone call or a message, and Spirit just said don't block them. So that is also what I'm hearing too as well. These Two of Swords is, there's a decision that the advice that they're going to give you is there is a decision that you're gonna have to make, and this decision is going to be pretty much a weighted decision when it comes to this love story or this love situation, because you do have the strength and courage here. So it's going to take you some strength to make this decision, and you might want to lean into your masculine energy just a little bit to help you navigate what you're getting ready to go through. So I feel like something is going to come your way where you're going to have to make a certain decision. All right, so I'm going to leave this where it's at, and we're going to jump over to the Pisces. Pisces, I see that in your oracle card, it says passion. So, I mean, I'm looking at this, and like right away when I start to look at this, it feels like there's a lot of love making in here. There is a lot of sex, doing the deed, whatever you want to call it. There's just a lot of that is going on here. And I also feel like we have the Temperance, we have the Devil in here, and I will pick these up in a minute. And we have the Earth that is in here. So Temperance, you can be dealing with a Sagittarius. The Devil, you can be dealing with a Scorpio. It depends though, and I really have to learn a little bit more on this, because the Devil is also represents the Capricorn and the Virgo, but they call it the shadow side. I don't really understand what that means. If you guys understand that, please do comment below or wherever the comment section is and let me know so I can learn a little bit more about that. But you also have Earth in here, so you could also be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So now let's read what your oracle is saying too, because here it says passion. Underneath it says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So remember, I told you, I feel like there's a lot of sex that is going on, a lot of love, just a lot of pureness. I feel like with Pisces, you guys are so it's the empathy. You're so empathetic. It's like you feel more, and you are also one of the most psychic signs that are out there, so if things are going great, you're gonna know it. The message that we have here is, I bury myself in work to forget you, and we will be together again. So it feels like when your person leaves your home, they can't do nothing but think about you. So they get busy to forget what just happened because they need to focus. And I feel like whatever you do to them, you have them completely hypnotized, is what this feels. And even though this is we will be together again, it's almost like I might as well just say I can't wait to be with you again, because this is the type of feeling that I'm getting off of this. All right, so now with the Temperance and with the Devil and the Knight of Pentacles, which is your person's energy, I feel like Temperance is a mixture, right? It's like she's mixing things back and forth. She's being patient. She is, learning if things ain't working this way, let's try it that way. And I feel like with the Devil can also talk about toxic traits. So it can be drinking, obviously. It can be, doing drugs or manipulating, but I don't feel that when I see this. This is a love reading. What I'm feeling more is like, your person is like turning it on in the bedroom. And this is like the toxic trait, right? Because it's your person loves sex, you know, and that can be something that is, if you're on board with it, great. If you're not, then this, you know, your person might not be the person for you, because I feel like things are heating up for you. And I feel like the Knight of Pentacles, it's so funny the way that I see this is because it's almost like he's got a little bit of a shy type of face. But I feel like it's only because he's coming to you to try different things. It's like he is at work thinking about like the kinkiness in the sex. He's coming to you to try different things to spice things up in the bedroom. Also, can also be like spicing things up in the, you know, the world outside the bedroom. I feel like your person is just really, he can be obsessive too. I feel like they're very possessive of their person. So I feel like this is, honestly, if you like this type of energy, it's really good type of energy. So with you though, I feel like you come in with your Knight of Cups and you come in with your wand. So it's like you're on board. But sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse, it's a roll of the dice. I feel like sometimes you're willing to try certain things and other times you're, you know, you might get bored. I feel like also with the Knight of Cups, you have love. There is that cup of love that's coming in. It's like you want to slow things down too with the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like you want to slow things down. You want to enjoy the moment. You don't want to rush. So, you know, whatever it is that you're leading towards, it's the Seven of Wands, is you have power and that one little, you know, finger of yours or that one little hand of yours. It's like you're very good at creating things. So as much as your person's creating things, you're willing to compromise to get the things that you want too. So honestly, I see like really good, you know, it looks really good in here if this is something that you're enjoying. This could be the beginning stages too. What do they call that? Like the honeymoon stage, where it's like you guys can't get enough of each other. Spirit, oh, look here at the bottom of the deck, right? It's the Lover's deck. Sorry, the Lover's card that I have at the bottom of the deck. To me, this is your counterpart. This is your soulmate, your soul connection. You know, it's just, there's a lot of love that is in this. All right, so Spirit Guides and Angels, give us more to this story, please. If this is you, please do claim it. Tell me what's going on. Spill the tea. So the Five of Pentacles is, I feel like sometimes, like you guys as water signs, we can get a little bit emotional to where sometimes you might feel like you're being left out. And I feel like with the Five of Cups is you don't realize that all you have to do is open the door. And when I say open the door, have a conversation, ask. Instead of assuming, make sure that you ask, have that conversation, you know, get to the bottom of what's bothering you instead of feeling like there's a door there that you can't crack open. And that might just be sometimes because you're, you know, shy or embarrassed, or you're afraid that, you know, you're going to start an argument. I feel like you won't know until you get up and you grab the key that's here and open this door. You know, a lot of times I used to tell people, like, you have the ability to open that door. And people would look at me like, I don't understand what you're saying. Because here you see a picture and you see her with her head down, but you got to put this open door to what you're going through, right? What is going to help you push forward to get to where you need to be. And when you open this door and you have that conversation, you're going to find that there's an abundance there. You're going to find that, you know, there's happiness, there is family, there is a lot of joy that is in all of this. And I feel like your person, it's like, you know, they give you justice. They pretty much balance you. You know, if you are, it's like they're, I don't know if they're like your opposite type, but it's like they're giving you exactly what you're looking for. But with the justice, it can also be, you know, swords can be double-edged. So if you're giving this type of energy, then your person's going to give you this type of energy. It's almost like you guys are mirroring each other. So if you're not asking, your person's not going to come forward and tell you, which is why conversation is so, so important right now, especially Mercury in retrograde that we're in. We are like a lot of the planets. I was just told a lot of the planets are out of whack, and the one with conversation is pretty much out of whack. So make sure that you are speaking up and that you are, you know, slowing down your thoughts and you're getting them together, and just be careful of what you say because you can hurt someone. So spirit guides and angels, what is the advice that we're giving to the Pisces between them and their person? Whoa. Honestly, this is like, it's really good. So spirit is saying, like, you know, the King of Wands is someone who fought hard to get to where they are, but it's like, you know, you might feel like at times you're standing alone, but your person, they're not going to let you go. Like, they really, really love you. They might not tell you all the time, but they show you in certain ways. And if bed or the bedroom has to be it, then so be it. But they're showing you by taking their time and giving you exactly what you want. I also feel like with the, you know, Eight of Wands is your person might do it in spurts. You might see your person today. You might not see your person for another couple days. But it doesn't mean that your person does not love you. They want a future with you with the Ten of Cups. Again, I mean, we already have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups that are here. You know, the only, I think the only one that's missing is the Ten of Wands. And we have the Ten of Swords are the only two things that are missing. So maybe that's also working towards, you know, Ten of Wands is the fire, that creativity, but it's also about boundaries too, where your Ten of Swords is working towards conversations. Remember I told you with the conversations. So I mean, you have two things that you can concentrate on, and it's very important that you do these type of things, you know, get creative and work on conversations with the both of you. All right, so I'm going to leave this here. This was such a wonderful reading. Let's jump over to Scorpio. And again, I will hold up the cards because I know that you guys can't see it. So I will hold up the cards so you can see them, all right? So here in the back, we have religious factors, and it says here, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So there are some beliefs that you have, and, you know, that's your upbringing. It's what you believe, and, you know, you don't see other than that. And I don't mean just going to church to be religious, right? There are so many people that are so spiritual, and they believe in things their own way. They believe in openness and just beautiful and getting along, almost like a hippie type of feeling, is what I'm getting here. But I feel like this is very beautiful. But, you know, even though I say that's beautiful, we do have here, it's, I left you before you could leave me, and I'm afraid to contact you. So your person didn't feel the way that you were feeling, which leads it into your person's type of energy. So when I threw these cards down, I usually throw down like 3 cards, and 4 of them popped out, and I said, you know what, I'm going to use this. I'm going to see where we go from here. And the more I looked at it, the more it kind of made sense. Your person's energy is almost like, I don't know, I feel like they're imbalanced where you have the Two of Pentacles, but I also feel like they could be a little bit selfish in their own ways, especially when it comes to love. They are expecting you to give, and they're not really giving you what you want. So I do feel like in some ways that they do come with the very big cup. So when they see you, it's always like you know, it's like it's brand new all over again, and there is not really much of a future that's leading towards. Now, I feel like they make you feel maybe like a child again, or maybe they have children in their in their life that they are catering to, but for some specific reason, you know, and I'm gonna get to the Hermit right here, is because your person, it's really hard, because it's like they are giving you a cup, but like if you look a little bit closer, it's like he's giving you the cup, but he's kind of holding on to it. So is he really going to give it to her? It looks like he doesn't want to give that cup away. Cups are about emotions, their love, you know, and it's almost like she's so happy that she can get something, but he needs to let go of it in order for him to give it to her. So that's that selfish part in your person, because with the Hermit here, you know, I always used to say with the Hermit, it's like, you know, your person pulls back their energy and they go into this healing mode, right? But what if we, instead of me saying he pulled back his energy, he or she, does not matter, what if I say your person pulled back their energy, but in a way of ghosting you? It's like your person shows up only when they want to. They are in and out of your life. It's like because they only give you so much. You know, here with the cups, they only give you so much, but they're not giving you everything. They're not telling you the full story. It's like they have a wall up, is, you know, what I see. Now, the Hermit is, you know, it's because they need some healing of their own, or, you know, there's something that they're going through, right? Even if they have a third party situation, it's almost like they want to give you that cup, but they really can't, which is why they end up ghosting you, because they don't want to lead you down a path of you thinking that this is going to work. I don't feel that this is going to work. So now you, because it confuses you, here we go into your energy. And just so you guys know, we do have the Earth, Water, and the Hermit. And so you guys can be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your water is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So someone like you, obviously, or, you know, another sign that is the water zodiac. And the Hermit is the Virgo. But here is your energy. Your energy, you have the Ace of Wands, which is that passion, that creativity. You know, it's like you also have that masculine, feminine energy, so you know how to use both of them. But you also have the Empress. You're an Empress, you know, so don't forget who you are. Empress is psychic, has psychic abilities. She, you know, she knows she's already at the top of her game. And it's like you keep accepting things that are not resonating with you, that are not on the same timeline as you. And, you know, and that's because, you know, when you get these three cards together, it speaks of you being a passionate, creative lover, you know, and I feel like you're just, your heart is always open. You are always willing to give, which is where your person keeps taking from you, because you keep giving and giving and giving. It's exhausting is what this feels like, you know. The King of Wands. King of Wands is, he is still open-hearted. He is still very creative. He's still very loyal, you know, and that's who you need. You need a King of Wands to match your Empress, not someone who is, you know, the child, not someone who is ghosting you, you know, or the Two of Pentacles, like imbalanced. I feel like you need someone who is on the same level of you, you know, so you guys have more conversations and good things to talk about. So you do have the Ace of Wands that is here. You have the Ace of Cups that is here. You're missing your Ace of Swords, and you are missing your Ace of Pentacles. So for me, those are maybe the two things that you need to work towards, is the Ace of Pentacles instability, and you also need to work with conversation. That's the swords. The Ace of Swords is the, you know, having conversations, and they might be tough conversations, but you also need to work towards that, because it's like you keep giving your heart out to people who don't deserve it. And so maybe those are the type of energies that you need to step into, is that masculine part of you, to where you can cut through the bullshit to get to where you need to be. All right, so spirit guides and angels, give us a little bit more to this story for the Scorpio. Give us a little bit more to this story. Okay, So more to this story is the Emperor is someone who is in control, right? Someone who's a leader. So it's like, you know, I also, when I see the Emperor in this deck, this is someone who's playing games. This is someone who goes back and forth, checkmate. They're playing with you is what they're doing. And that's why they are imbalanced. So this could definitely be a third party situation. And they might have told you death and rebirth. I left my person. I'm here at your doorstep now. Me and my person are, we're in a rut and we're not talking right now. And that's why I'm here with you because I don't know what to do. Yada, yada, right? Just to get into your pants. I feel like also things might have ended between the both of you because maybe you caught on to the bullshit. We're death and rebirth. It's time to fully let your person go, all right? Because your person does not deserve you is what I feel. And once you let them go, you will be rebirthing. So you will be manifesting something absolutely beautiful. So spirit guides and angels, what is your advice? The advice that Spirit is giving you is you need to have faith and you need to learn to let go, okay? Learn to let go with the universe because they know what's best for you. Hanged Man is someone who is looking at situations from both angles. So you're looking at your person's situation and you're forgiving your person and you're looking at your situation. But Hanged Man is also showing you that you're holding on to your foot while you're doing this. So you're afraid of giving up that control and letting the universe look at the situation for you. And that's where you keep confusing yourself because you keep waiting for your person to come back, which is holding you back from what you need to do. And the more you keep holding back, the more you have more learning to do. So you can sit there and say that you've done all the work. I'm in Empress energy. I am this, I am that. But even the Empress still needs to learn, right? Sometimes they are learning something brand new. So again, the Four of Pentacles talks about her holding back and she's, hanging on to something that it's no longer required of her, right? You're hanging on. Again, Hanged Man, Four of Pentacles, hanging on to this love situation that you're not willing to let go of, which is why you keep ending up here at the Page of Swords, where you're still learning. So once you let your person go, you can finally close this book and end this chapter. But if you keep hanging on to this type of energy, you're going to be right here at the page. Page is the beginning of the deck. Remember that you're going to be right at the beginning. So it's time to let your person go. All right, you guys, I really do hope that you enjoyed my readings. I want to thank each and every one of you who have been loyal to me, who have been checking out my readings, who've been stopping by, who have been checking out my profile. I will be, this weekend, I won't be doing any readings, but because this weekend I will actually be working a psychic fair, which is going to be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in figuring out where that is, it will be in Peabody. I am from Salem, so we are very big over here. But yet we will be doing, there goes my words, happy Mercury in retrograde. We will be doing a psychic fair in Peabody at the Holiday Inn from, I believe I think it's the morning until 5 o'clock. You can give a call there and figure out what time, but it's not just me. It's a bunch of other people who are doing it and selling things and, things like tarot cards and stones. And there will people be there doing readings. I'm actually from Pyramid Books, so I will be there promoting along with them. So this is going to be very, very exciting, and I hope to see some of you there. All right, you guys, I will see you on the next one. Bye.